Welcome to the Mugiwara Sketches YouTube channel, buddy. In today's video, we've got an exciting topic to dive into chapter 1091 of One Piece, and it's all about the epic showdown between two titans, Roronoa Zoro and Cypher Pole agent Rob Lucci. All eyes are on the long-awaited final saga of the One Piece manga, which is as famous as it has ever been. The raid on Onigashima showed that the Straw Hat Pirates were serious contenders for the One Piece when they beat an Emperor of the Sea and his crew. However, while Monkey D. Luffy's victory over Kaido was a major turning point, the events of the Egghead Island arc are shaping up to be even more important. In the last page of chapter 1091 of One Piece, Luffy faces off against Admiral Kizaru in what seems to be the last fight of the Egghead Island arc. But as much as people are looking forward to their fight, Rob Lucci vs. Roronoa Zoro is hinted at as a fight that could be even more interesting. This is one of the first times a Straw Hat Pirate fights a main villain from a previous story arc, so it's a big chance for Roronoa Zoro to stand out from the rest of his crew against one of Luffy's hardest foes. Part 1. Rob Lucci's history with the Straw Hat Pirates. Rob Lucci is one of the most dangerous enemies the Straw Hat Pirates have ever faced. Lucci has been training to be a killer for the world government's Cypher Pole branch since he was a child. By the time he was 13, he had already killed hundreds of enemies on his own and shown that he was both able and willing to do so. Lucci's cold-blooded nature eventually got the attention of his bosses, who put him in the CP9 section, which is made up of the best killers the world government has. Rob Lucci is told to catch Nico Robin with the help of CP9. This sets up the Water 7 saga and the famous fight between Lucci and Monkey D. Luffy. Even though Luffy wins the fight, it does a lot of damage to his body and almost kills him. On the other hand, Lucci uses his loss as inspiration to get stronger during the 2-year break in One Piece. When he comes back, he does so as a member of CP0, the most elite wing of Cypher Pole, and with a lot of new skills. The rest of Cypher Pole works for the world government, but CP0 reports directly to the Celestial Dragons. This gives them more power than almost any other character in the story. After the time skip, Lucci and his fellow CP0 agents are promoted into the organization. When the Straw Hat meet up with Vegapunk on Egghead Island, it is their job to kill the crew and their friends. During CP0's first fight with the main characters of One Piece, Lucci faces off against Monkey D. Luffy again. He tells Luffy that he has awakened his Zoan-type Devil Fruit since the last time they fought. Unfortunately for Lucci, Luffy's Devil Fruit awakening is better. After a fair amount of back and forth, the newly crowned Emperor of the Sea shows to be stronger than Lucci. However, because of what happens with Dr. Vegapunk, their battle doesn't come to a clear end. But this gives Lucci a chance to attack the Straw Hat Pirates when their guards are down a few days later, causing Roronoa Zoro to step up and stop him. Part 2. The significance of Roronoa Zoro's clash with Lucci. At the end of One Piece chapter 1091, there are hints about two upcoming fights: Admiral Kizaru vs. Monkey D. Luffy and Rob Lucci vs. Roronoa Zoro. Both fights have big effects on the story of the series and are important turning points for each character. That said, beating an admiral would be amazing, but Luffy has already beaten Kaido, which shows that he is more than capable of doing it. It would be much less likely for Roronoa Zoro to beat Rob Lucci, who is a strong fighter with a lot of experience. Lucci's power is enigmatic. His awakened Devil Fruit, formidable haki, and ability to briefly contend with Luffy Gear 5. He approaches Admiral-level prowess in comparison to Zoro's prior opponents. Zoro learned to control the three-sword style and his innate Conqueror's haki when he fought King. It's still not clear if that will be enough to put him on par with an opponent like Rob Lucci. From a story point of view, the fight between Roronoa Zoro and Rob Lucci is even more important. No one on Luffy's group has ever beaten a main villain like Rob Lucci, let alone a person who was once the Straw Hat Pirates' biggest challenge. If Zoro beats Lucci, it will show that the swordsman can protect his crew even when their captain isn't around, even if it means going up against the toughest opponents in the world government. Kizaru's fight with Luffy reminds us of how the Straw Hat Pirates split up on Sabaody, so it would make sense that they don't need to be protected anymore when they're up against strong opponents. The awakenings of Law, Kid, and Luffy's Devil Fruits establish them as One Piece contenders. Lucci's awakening likely places him in this elite category. An opponent of this size is the best way for Zoro to get ready for his eventual fight with Mihawk, which could finally be on the horizon now that the Cross Guild is getting their forces ready. As important as the Wano Country arc is, the Egghead Island arc is the first part of the One Piece story that really feels like it's leading up to the end. Each of the Straw Hat Pirates has changed so much since the beginning of their adventures that they're almost unrecognizable. Because of this, it makes sense that Luffy and Roronoa Zoro are facing some of the most important people on the Grand Line. There's no question that the world government has some tricks up its sleeve, but with Dr. Vegapunk's help, the Straw Hat Pirates have a good chance of surviving their all-out attack. The fight between Roronoa Zoro and Rob Lucci will be very important to these plans. If the main characters of One Piece want to leave Egghead Island alive, Roronoa Zoro will have to beat the best assassin the world government has to give. In conclusion, Chapter 1091 of One Piece is setting the stage for some epic battles and major character development. The Straw Hat Pirates are on the brink of facing some of the Grand Line's most significant figures, and we can't wait to see how it all unfolds. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more One Piece content. And as always, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you very much for visiting the Mugiwara Sketches YouTube channel, buddy. We hope you enjoy our funny sketch videos and anime reviews. Don't forget to subscribe to continue joining us on our joyful journey in the world of anime. If you have any wishes, questions, or suggestions for our next videos, feel free to express your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you very much for your support, and until we meet again. See you next time, buddy.